Do you agree, Michael, with John Kelly? Do you think Trump tonight is scared?
Yeah, wholeheartedly. John Kelly has nailed it. In fact, today I was in court over at 60 Center Street on the case where I'm taking Donald Trump, the Trump Organization, to trial. My trial starts next month because they refuse to pay legal fees that are owed. So, yeah, Donald does not pay. He will fight you all the way to the end. And like I said, like a petulant child, he will keep sticking his finger into that socket until it really, really hurts. Now, Donald, I'm not talking, of course, that's metaphorically. For Donald, what really, really hurts is when you hit him in the pocketbook, very much like what E. Jean Carroll did. Now, what did he do? Again, you're so right about that, Abby. He does not accept accountability. So he goes out less than 24 hours after being hit with a $5 million verdict. He ends up going out on CNN town hall with Caitlin Collins, and he says the same thing again and again. And now she's going to refile an additional claim against him. Unless you hit him hard in the pocket, Donald Trump doesn't understand accountability.
But
he is, for the very first
Michael,
time right now, seeing accountability on a multitude of different legal matters.
Yeah, but we are talking here about jail timing. Do you think he could really face that penalty?
Yeah, I think he actually knows that jail in and of itself is probably unlikely. And to be honest with you, a lot of people get angry when I say it, especially the Trump detractors. I don't want to see Donald Trump behind bars. I do want to see him ultimately held accountable for his alleged crimes. And if that means a sentence, I believe that the right thing to do would to put him on a very significant home confinement. And I say that because, understand, Donald Trump, despite the fact that he's dumb, he still spent 4 years getting classified debriefings, and the information that's in his head, he's willing to sell out for a bag of tuna or for a book of stamps to anybody that's there. And he would then pose a grave security risk to our country. And I would certainly prefer the safety of Americans to over, Donald Trump behind bars. As much as I'd like to see that, I would rather see America safe than sorry.
And as you know, the Trump team is now looking for lawyers to represent him in the case in Florida. Do you have words of advice for anyone considering taking that job? Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, because, so many people have said it and they've been accurate in their statement. Donald doesn't pay. I mean, I've seen that going on for so many years. He does not pay legal fees, whether you are successful for him or not. Now, if you're not, it's an easier reason for him to tell you that he's not paying. But even if you are successful, he just does not like to pay. He has burnt so many of the top white shoe firms. They have no interest. They have no interest whatsoever in representing him. On top of that, he is an incredibly difficult client because he believes that his knee-jerk reaction, his gut reaction, is always right. When, look, we are seeing it right now. His gut reaction to all of this stuff is wrong. And all of this stuff was easily avoidable. If you take the Washington Post article at face value, and I take the bulk of it at face value, this case, all he needed to do to have shut it down was to return the documents day one. All he needed to do after he got caught with the documents, turn it over. Instead, again, like the petulant child scenario, he just needs to hold on to it. He needs to fight. He will fight for stupid things. Now, that of course, that negates, by the way, Abby, what that does is it negates the real reason why he was holding on to those documents.
Well, Michael, we only have a couple seconds left. I do wonder, does it surprise you to not see really any members of the Trump family, Ivanka Trump, Melania, there with him for all of this that has transpired over the last 24 hours?
Yeah, well, it's true love. There's nothing else I can say about that. Nothing like having your family behind you when the chips are down.
All right, Michael Cohen, thank you very much for joining us.
Good to see you, Abby.